What's up, fight fans? Ram here with another edition of Ram at the Fights. This time, I have the opportunity to have a conversation with the current APFC flyweight champion, the Code Breaker Cody Linne. Cody is in a 7-fight winning streak and recently defended the title for the third time. Before the interview, I would like to ask you to please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I hope you enjoy the interview. Thank you. Cody, how are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, good. As I say, the introduction, you're currently in a 7-fight winning streak. The last four are inside the APFC brand. Uh, how do you feel being the champion and be able to defend the title already three times?
It's pretty cool. Honestly, looking back, obviously, like when APFC started, um, I think I was on APFC 5 was the first one that I fought, and obviously won that one, and that kind of like led me into fighting for the belt, and then the actual champ, there was stuff going on with him, so I fought for the interim, won that, and now I've defended the belt two times, and like kind of looking back on the journey so far, it's pretty cool. Um, there's still a lot more to get done. Hopefully, I'm fighting it again pretty soon, defending again, and then we'll kind of see where that takes me after that.
Uh, your nickname is the Cold Breaker. It's one of the coolest nicknames in the game, for at least for me. How you got that nickname?
So do you know Dan Stigen by any chance? He fought in UFC a couple times. He's still fighting currently, but not as active. But he was actually my wrestling coach back when I was probably like 16, 17. And then he's just a crazy wrestler fan, right? And we were just doing our warm-ups, doing our thing. He was like, Cody, and I'm like, what's up? And he was like, how's the code breaker sound? I'm like, yeah, it sounds pretty good. He's like, you can really use that, man, the code breaker. And he just kept calling me, and it started from him. I just kind of ran with it. Now I'm using it as my brand.
Yeah, not no, it's for I mean to promote you and for merch, it's the
Yeah,
perfect name, man.
yeah,
Uh,
appreciate
uh I want to ask you about your last fight. You were your previous three fights in APFC, where you won by finish. Your last one went to the distance. Does your opponent Jonathan Sepulveda, does he was tougher than you expected, or you think you did the your training your what you train in camp? You perform the plan?
No, so I performed the plan because we were drilling, obviously taking him down. He's bigger, strong. He's a striker. That's his strong suit. Is he had 6 knockouts, right? He has that power. So we didn't want to. We felt like his only chance of winning was obviously landing something. So why play that game and give him the opportunity? So our plan from the beginning was to take him to the ground. Do what I do, and we noticed too he used a lot of butterfly, so we were drilling a lot of like butterfly passing and all that, and get into his back. Pretty much what you see in the fight is what we were drilling. But I still wanted the finish. I'm always going for the finish. I already knew he was tough, but in my mind, I figured I was gonna be able to finish him. So like he was tougher. I feel like I underestimated him a little bit with how tough he was, and again, I didn't get the finish. I'm happy with what I did, but not satisfied because again, every fight I want that finish. In my eyes, like if so to speak, Dana White was there watching that. Like I want to be proud of that performance necessarily. I did my job, but not how I wanted to be finished.
Speaking about Dana White and big promotions, you have victories in LFA, APFC that is on the UFC Fight Pass too.
Mhm.
Uh, After this, are you looking? Are you waiting for the call from a big brand, or are you open to defend the title again?
Right now the game plan is to defend the title. That's kind of what's on the table. It's kind of we almost had this mapped out for a while. Obviously you have to keep winning the fights, and that's what's been happening. So game plan has been working how we wanted it. We just want that experience. We don't want to rush. I'm 24. There's no need to get there right now. Because once you make that jump, and like it's a big jump. 'Cause you make that competition changes all that. But say I make that jump doesn't go how I want it to, and then I get cut, it's so much harder to build back. So I just want to make sure I'm ready. My coach want to make sure I'm ready. So when we do make that jump, there's no second guessing. We know we're at that level. We know we're ready.
So, And in the same card, you defend the title, APFC Rumble last time. A contender for your title emerged that night, who won by a spectacular knockout. The knockout was everywhere. I'm talking about Royber Echevarria, who defeated for my Rafiq Sal. Is a teammate of mine, Aymar Hernandez. Aymar, you're hearing this. Hope you're feeling good, man. Your thoughts on Royber Echevarria?
Yeah, no, he's definitely tough and explosive. He's pretty well rounded, I say. Yeah, I think his biggest attributes are he's very explosive, and his basics are very like where they need to be. Like he doesn't necessarily do anything crazy. He has a spinning heel kick he throws, but everything he does is basic. But he does it how it's supposed to be done. Like he doesn't waste any energy, things like that. And he's explosive and he looks strong, right? I was impressed with that fight. Yeah, Amar, Amar's a savage, right? So it's gonna be a good fight if that's what happens, because that's supposed to be a contender fight, and I think that's a good one to kind of we fight, and that proves I'm ready for this level. For both of us, me and Roy. It's a good fight to set us up. Whoever wins that fight to get to the next level for sure.
You were talking about you're just 24 years old. How's that feeling being so young, having a title, see your name on the top prospect in MMA in the United States? How that made you feel?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like honestly, I don't think about it too much, but when I see it, it's like because it's not necessarily things I was thinking about when I was doing this, when I was fighting. It's kind of like fight at a time, win these fights, and then everything else kind of just came with it. So seeing like different things that you're saying, oh, my name's on the top 10, or like right now I'm ranked number 8 in the world or in the US. So it's like seeing those little things are kind of cool and like a little more motivating. But I try to put too much thought into it because then there's gonna be another opponent and another opponent. Like it's kind of just numbers. It's cool to see people recognizing their accomplishments, but there's so much more to do, and you gotta stay focused with the task at hand.
Cool. Last night, as we speaking, Saturday, I saw you working as a coach and cornering teammates, and I will get students too.
Yeah, yeah.
How coaching and cornering teaching is this help you develop as a fighter too?
I think so. Obviously, keeps me more involved, keeps me more in the gym because I'm training or teaching. It's kind of two things I do. But teaching in general, I think helps kind of keep everything fresh. Because you have to know what you're doing, you have to know what you're talking about. You can't just be like, do this and not know how to explain it or demonstrate it. So I think it helps kind of keep everything, especially the basics. Keep everything pretty sharp, and also as like a human being, as like a leader. Especially like the younger kids, you got to be a good example. So kind of it keeps me humble too. I really enjoy doing it.
All right, man. I appreciate your time, Cody. But before we go, I want to ask you. I saw you supporting this week. Another top prospect in the game. I'm talking about Austin Bachi. Uh, I saw you supporting all week. I mean, it was an impressive performance. I've been hearing his name
Yeah.
for a while. Did you used to train with him?
Actually, so back this was a couple years ago now, because XO and I've known him since he was even before he was a pro. Because we went to the XFC tryouts together, and he was there, and that's when I kind of first met him. We were there. We both got signed in XFC, and they fought in a couple cars together, and we just kind of communicated, kept in touch. Just kind of just kept up with each other, respectful, things like that. And then just kept supporting each other's journey, and that's what it's about. And he did say like after that, because I was talking to him, he was like, anytime I want to come out there and train, I'm free to go out there and train. So this camp will probably be training with him a little bit, get some of his pick his brain a little bit and see how he does things. But yeah, we've just been kind of communicating and supporting each other since the beginning of both our pro careers.
All right. Well, Cody, I won't take more of your time. I appreciate you for doing this. And thank you. I wish you nothing but the best in your next fight. Probably we'll see each other if I work the card.
For sure. Let's do it. That's awesome. Appreciate it.
All right, man. There you have it. Cody, the Code Breaker Linne. Will be defending the title soon again. Uh oh, quick, where do people can follow you?
On Instagram, Cody the Code Breaker. It's really Code Breaker MMA, and then Facebook, just Cody Linne. That's the main two I use. I use Twitter. It's just the Code Breaker, but I'm still building that.
All right. Thank you, Cody. All right, people. Good night. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.